Hi guys and gals. Got on my American flag today, faded '09, because I'm going to be talking a little politics. But, give a little rundown. Life's been pretty good. Seem to have, with the help of my metric little gizmo that I showed you the other day, I seem to have been able to wrestle my dry weight relatively into control. We took Gypsy up to the groomer in Arlington, Texas, day before yesterday, Thursday, and lady did a bang-up job, as some of you have seen on Tiana's Facebook site. She put pictures of her, one picture. We have several of them, but you know, why be repetitive of her on there? Came out pretty nice. Got a lot of positive feedback. Jim Kersey there, I understand, kind of expanded our horizons a bit into some of the other states. Friends of his, appreciate it, Jim. Me, mowed the yard. If you remember in former videos, I told you he blowed up the lawnmower. It's fixed after a fairly considerable expenditure of money. New motor, works like a champ. I got about 2 acres here that I mow, and it does a crackerjack job. What else? Not really, not much of anything. Buttonholes are working good in my arm. A lot of the agony from all that sticking abated somewhat. But I do have a thing I saw in the paper today that I want to talk about, and once again, it's a disgrace. And I hate to say it, but my man Obama has been, of course, I've told you, I really kind of stuck with him. I don't want the Republicans, and if there was anybody running on the Democratic side against him, hey, great. I'd vote for whoever that was, but they're not, so he's it. But something has reared its head here that I feel that if he's not responsible for it, he could have some input and control over. It says here, U.S. faces shortage of emergency medicines. Now what in the flip is that? We are in the most progressive, wealthy, well-heeled nation on the face of the earth up till now. Chinese are coming, and there's other people out there, you know, that have good social structures, but the United States is the top of the mark. And U.S. faces shortage of emergency medicines. That's crazy. I mean, the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world, I think maybe other than, there's one in Germany that makes Bayer aspirin. I can't think of the name of the company. They probably on par with anybody. But why in the world would we be short of anything? And I'll read you a list here. This is crazy. Well, we got 10, 11, yeah, here we go. It says here, Demerol. I'm sure you all heard of Demerol. They're not going to have any more until March. Back orders till April. Possible substitute, nothing. Fentanyl, I don't know what the flip that is. Manufacturers are estimated arrival date February. Back orders will clear out in June. That's crazy. I mean, February, March, April, May, June. That's 4 months. You'd think they could, you know, gin a little up in that time. But the one that blows my mind is morphine. Manufacturer's estimated arrival date, unknown. What do you mean, unknown? I'm laying in the hospital in abject pain. I need a little morphine. You say you don't have any? And you don't know when you're going to get any more? That's nuts. Possible substitute? None for it. Back orders cleared out? No, they don't know. Unknown. There's some other drugs that handle seizures. Like if your child's having a seizure, you go to the hospital. This is not funny. I don't mean to chuckle at this. It's ridiculous, though. You go to the hospital and they say, well, we don't have any. I mean, what do you mean we don't have any? I have no idea how the United States got into this predicament. But there seems to be, or there is, as the paper says, a large group of very necessary drugs that are either in short supply or non-existent. Now, if I was campaigning, say I was a Republican, and I'm running for president, that's an issue. I mean, that's where you can make Obama look bad, and I'm not a Republican, and I hope they don't do this because it's. I mean, I would think he'd be very vulnerable on this. But the Republicans are out there bandering about rape. Remember the one about Santorum? You know, if you got raped, it was a gift from God. That's a good one. Gay marriage. Just crazy stuff. Whether this is a Christian country or not, I think it is. There's other religions that are in this country, but essentially we are a Christian country. The majority and plurality of the people in the United States call them Christians. Shouldn't even be an issue. I mean, they're just going on about the founding fathers founded a Christian country and yada, 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 yada. And it's not an issue. But that's an issue. I mean, when I take my child to the hospital and he's having a seizure and he's going to die if he doesn't get a particular medicine, and I find out that there just isn't any, needless to say, I'm going to say, what do you mean there isn't any? And of course, my next observation would be, how in the world did the Drug and Food Administration, or whatever that administration is that has oversight over these things, how'd they allow us to get in this position? How in the world did they allow us to get in this position? Now, like I said, if I was a Republican, I'd be beating Obama up with this. They don't care. They're worried if, two guys are putting lip lock on each other up the street. That's important. Of course, I don't like that. It's repulsive. But in the overall scheme of things, that ain't nothing. So, Obama better get his stuff. I used to sell stuff, yeah. Better get his stuff together. He'd better get on the oil market. I think he needs, if he can, if there's a way to do it, take crude oil off the commodities market, because I have another one here I'm going to go into in a little bit about that and help drive down the price of gasoline. And he most assuredly needs to look into why American pharmaceutical companies are not producing adequate supplies of pharmaceuticals that they're there for our livelihood. It's a shame. Anywho, not much else going on. Had a friend drop in a little while ago. You folks out there, have a good day. Here's my little buddy.